Good evening, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com here with your Thursday market webcast. Okay, so the purple line here in the daily chart is your 200-day exponential moving average, and it wants to be resistance as of right now. So high today, 65. They rejected that the majority of the day. They closed it down around 82 and change. Little bit of a push. We gapped down into this Globex, traded as low as 52, 53 area. It's taken about 20 handles off of that now to the upside, and it's coming right back into our proprietary moving average, just right around 75. You got volume weighted average price VWAP is underneath, trading in and around the 66, 67 area. So you've got a couple of different things going on. You have a fairly heavy tape that has spent the majority of the day making lower highs and lower lows. The afternoon was pretty choppy. Morning was, pretty tradable. This was kind of a mess in here. But you can see coming off that 65, getting into the open, and it's been fairly steady, fairly orderly. You see the gap down there, a little bit of a lift. And what you want to see is the fill on the gap, 78, 77, 75, close enough for government work. And we'll see now if it wants to make a lower low. If it does, it opens up the 9-day. Potentially, if it gets really slippery overnight, opens up the 50. I'd be pretty surprised if we saw that, to be honest. So what I'm looking for is on what side of this 2880 to 2885 area are we going to wake up on in the morning. I think it's going to be important. And as we get into tomorrow, which is Friday, can the bears continue to defend these pops and turn them into lower lows? They haven't done it in a while, certainly not on a multi-day basis in some time. But if they can, then they can start to take some of this upside off. I haven't changed my tune. Above 27.17, they really are noise. Don't forget the 52 to 54 area from a few days ago, from back on Monday into Tuesday. That's going to be important if we get a continued pullback overnight or tomorrow morning. But today was a day where the bears got more done today than they've gotten done, I would say in the last 7, 8, going on 9 sessions. And it's just from executing. You see these candles here. Down, down, down. Executing on the pops. So there were a lot of people fighting price today on the long side. Coming in, buying dips, weak-handed longs. They tried to hold it in here as best they could, but they weren't able to get it done. Amazon, everything else, it gaps down and leaves us where we are now. This little walk up into 77, 78 is going to be important for the bears. They don't want to give up too much ground overnight. You wouldn't want to see a break above here and have it wind back up to the hourly midband. That, for me, that's the bears exhibiting too much weakness overnight. They've got to stand in better than that. They need to defend things succinctly, allow small lower highs to larger lower lows. That will get a lot of people out of the way. And by tomorrow into the close, if you get enough weakness, you could be looking at something along the lines of weekly pivot. So both sides have, are really in must perform. The bulls have to defend to get it back. The bears are always in must perform because of how much ground they give up to the upside on a day-to-day basis. No days off if you're the bears. You have to perform. All right, so everybody have a fantastic night. We'll be out with the regular morning webcast tomorrow morning. Be safe, be healthy, take care, trade them well, and I'll talk to you then. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.